If you're seeing a decrease in the amount of reach that you're getting on TikTok right now, it's probably because the 3 best hashtag strategies you need to be using on TikTok have recently changed. On top of that, TikTok just created a brand new AI that literally knows everything about TikTok, so it knows exactly what hashtags you should be using, what kind of content you should be creating, and can literally tell you what hashtags are trending on TikTok. And I'm gonna share with you exactly how to access it in just a little bit. But first, that first hashtag strategy that you need to be using, going to be 10 to 12 hashtags. Now remember, not all hashtags on TikTok are created equally. There are trending hashtags, there are broad hashtags, and then there are niche specific hashtags. If you don't know what those are, let me break it down for you. Niche specific hashtags are going to be things that are related to whatever you're posting about. For example, if you're posting about cats, it's going to be hashtag cats or hashtag funny cat video. Broad hashtags are going to be things like hashtag FYP, hashtag viral, hashtag trending, and then trending hashtags are going to be whatever the fastest growing hashtags on TikTok are. But I will warn you, for your just regular post, I would only use broad and I would only use niche specific hashtags. You should not be using trending hashtags unless you're actually participating in a trend, because otherwise TikTok is going to show your content to the wrong people. Those people aren't going to watch your TikTok for the first 3 seconds, and then boom, TikTok isn't going to push out your content. Now, before I share with you the next 2 hashtag strategies that you need to make sure that you're using, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go quick on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In fact, I quit my job working for Gary Vee to help you grow quicker on TikTok. So please hit the subscribe button. And also, I created a free TikTok growth course you could get at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like how to make money on TikTok, how the TikTok algorithm works, and even the best times to be posting on TikTok. Because if you're not posting at the right times, could be the reason you're not getting the reach that you want. Okay, so in order to access all of TikTok's new AI tools and all the stuff that they're creating, and by the way, if you're accessing this, you're gonna be way ahead of the curve and it's gonna make you a way better TikTok creator. So what you need to do is you need to come to the Creative Beta Club for TikTok. Now, once you've signed up under here, you can literally go through and find a bunch of different things. For example, if we come under trends right here, come under hashtags, look at what this is going to show us. This is going to show us the top trending hashtags. It is going to show us how many posts there are, how many views there are, and guess what? If you divide these, you're going to see that these videos are getting a lot of views. And essentially, this is going to show you basically every trending hashtag. And if we come over here and click See Analytics, it's going to show us some pretty crazy stuff. It's going to show us exactly where the views are actually coming from, the interests over time. And if you come over here, it is going to show you all of the different trending videos under here. And if you come under here, it's going to show you the related interests, audience insights, the regional popularity, and the top regions for these. So what should you be doing? You should be looking at these hashtags and creating content based off of this. Ideally, based off of all these videos that are showing up here. But it doesn't stop there. We come over here and go to songs. It's going to do the same exact thing for songs. This is literally going to show you the most trending sounds on TikTok. Guess what happens if you do these? Boom, you're gonna get more views on your TikToks. And that's not it. Again, creators, TikTok videos, this literally shows you all the different trends that are happening on TikTok. So if you're not using this tool, you are going to get left behind because it is going to show you exactly what hashtags you should be using, exactly what content you should be creating under them. And if you come down here to chat, this is absolutely crazy. So actually not that. You wanna come up here to Symphony Assistant. Now this is the AI assistant that I've been telling you guys about. So essentially what you wanna do here is say, I am creating a video in English about affiliate marketing. Give me inspiration for it, the best hashtags to use, and the best sounds. So we're gonna say this to this, and this basically works like ChatGPT. So now what this is gonna do is it's gonna go through on TikTok and it is going to find an answer to all of the things that I just sent it. And this is absolutely crazy because this is literally going to pull stuff in from TikTok. So if we come up here now, actually come down here, this is gonna give me a bunch of information here. It's going to tell me the TikTok hashtags, going to show me a bunch of different trends, and then it's going to show me a bunch of different trending videos. And if we come through here, again, you'll be able to see everything that is trending under here. And what is this going to do? Help you create better content on TikTok, know what hashtags to use, and even know what sounds to use. Now that's actually not the only tool that you could use to spy on other people and see what kind of hashtags they're using. The other tool that you could use is CountTik.com. And remember, both of these tools are absolutely free. I'm not associated with them. They're just things that you need to be using if you want to get more views, you want to get more followers, and ultimately you want to be able to make more money from TikTok. So here's what you need to do. You need to come over here, click on analytics, and ignore all these ads here. This website's 100% free, which is why they have all these ads pop up. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So what you're going to do is type in the username of your competitors. Now this works best if you use 2 to 3 different competitors, because one of the biggest mistakes that you don't want to make on TikTok is you want to make sure that you are not just using the same hashtags over and over again, which is why you want to do this with multiple competitors so that you can get several different hashtags. Because if you just keep hammering the same hashtags over and over again, TikTok is going to start to ignore the hashtags that you're using because they might actually mark your account as spam. So if we scroll down here, what this is going to show us is the most used hashtags. It is going to show us whatever hashtags whoever you put in here is using all the time and all the different hashtags that they use in their account. And guess what you need to do? You need to copy and paste these, put them into a note, and then you need to start using these hashtags when you go to post something on TikTok, because it's going to increase your reach. It's going to help TikTok show your content to the right audience, and ultimately it's going to allow you to hit your goals quicker on TikTok. And obviously, since you're watching this video, you want to be able to do that. But all of that's going to be useless if you don't use these next 2 hashtag strategies. So the second hashtag strategy that you need to be using are going to be 1 to 2 hashtags. Now remember, if you're using 1 to 2 hashtags, you should only be using niche specific hashtags. And when it comes to the size of the hashtags you're choosing, you want to make sure that you're choosing the hashtags that are the biggest, because the way that TikTok actually looks at hashtags is to try to find who they should be showing your content to, which is why you should never be using irrelevant hashtags. And it's also why you need to make sure that you choose large hashtags. So if you were going to do something with hashtags, what you want to do is type the hook or the topic of the piece of content you're going to create into TikTok. You want to come under hashtags and you want to see what the largest hashtags are, and then you want to use those. But more importantly, we want to be able to see which one of these hashtags are actually trending. The way that you're going to figure this out, if you click into the top video that shows up under a hashtag and then start scrolling, you need to find a video that has at least 10,000 likes. Now that video is going to be the correct length, it's going to be the correct sound, and it's going to have the correct hook and be in the correct format. Essentially what that's telling you is, hey, this is a video that's trending under this hashtag. So if you use this hashtag and your video doesn't look like this, aka the length is different, the sound is different, the format's different, the topic's different, well, that is why you're not going to get the reach that you want. TikTok is making it easier than ever before for you to be able to get views, for you to be able to get followers, and for you to be able to monetize your TikTok. But you need to start taking TikTok seriously, and you need to be trying to rank for search on TikTok. Now, there is one other hashtag strategy that I'm going to share with you in just a little bit, but first, I wanted to emphasize how important it is to try to rank for search on TikTok right now. TikTok is trying to take over YouTube. They're trying to push out longer form content. They're going to start pushing TikTok on a desktop, on a TV, and what you're going to see is that people are going to come to TikTok to watch more long form content. What does this mean? It means you're going to be able to make more money from TikTok, and that's why TikTok is now paying creators that make content over 1 minute long. So if you want to get paid from TikTok, start ranking for search, start creating content over 1 minute long. And the easiest way for you to be able to rank for search on TikTok is to simply just respond to people's questions with things that they're searching for. If you don't know how to figure this out, you can use the Creator Search Insights tool, or you could use the AI tool that I shared with you earlier to figure out exactly what people in your niche are searching for so that you can give them an answer, and boom, you'll be able to rank for search and you're going to get paid more money from TikTok for doing this. But remember, this opportunity is not going to last forever. This is something you need to take advantage of right now, because it's not going to exist a year from now. 2 years from now, it's going to be something completely different. And if you're watching this video, you probably missed out on TikTok the first time around, so please do not miss out on it this time. Which brings me to the last and most important hashtag strategy that you need to be using on TikTok, which is going to be 4 to 6 hashtags. Now at this point, you might have the hashtags down pat, but you also might not know when to post on TikTok. You don't know what kind of content to create on TikTok, and you could even be creating content that's in the wrong format and the wrong length, and that is why you're not growing on TikTok. But lucky for you, I want to personally help you. In fact, I want to look at your TikTok account and tell you everything you need to do differently so that you could grow quicker on TikTok. If that sounds interesting, well, please check out this video right here that explains the 3 ways that we can work together so I can help you grow quicker on TikTok, guaranteed.